RAFAH. Gaza Strip. The Gaza Strip Ministry Health said Sunday that number of Palestinians in the war between Israel and Hamas has exceeded 25,000. While Israel announced death another hostage and appeared far from achieving its goals, he freed more than 100 people and crushed the militant group. The deaths, destruction and displacement resulting from war are unprecedented in the decades-long Israeli-Palestinian conflict. While war divides Israelis, the attack threatens to trigger a broader conflict involving Iran-backed groups supporting Palestinians in Lebanon, Syria, Iraq and Yemen. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that in his meeting with U.S. President Joe Biden on Friday, he emphasized that Hamas rejected demands for a ceasefire, withdrawal of Israeli forces and the release of Palestinians held by Israel in exchange for remaining hostages. He said the deal meant another devastating Hamas attack and it will only be a matter of time. Netanyahu also rejected calls from his closest ally, the United States, for post-war plan that included a path to Palestinian state. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres called the rejection of the two-state solution unacceptable. We must do our best to prevent conflicts from flaring up in the region, Guterres said. And that starts with an immediate humanitarian ceasefire to relieve the suffering in Gaza. Latest in series of almost daily between Hezbollah forces and Israeli soldiers along the Lebanese border. An Israeli airstrike on Sunday hit a car near Lebanese army checkpoint in southern town of Kafra, killing at least one person and wounding several others. The Israeli military said its aircraft and tanks hit a number of Hezbollah targets and an anti-tank missile launched from Lebanon hit a house in Avivim in northern Israel. The number of dead increases in Gaza. Palestinian militants killed approximately 1,200 people, mostly civilians, and took nearly 250 hostages and took them back to Gaza. The Israeli army announced the death of Sergeant. Among the hostages was Shay Levinson. The date of death was given as October 7, but no further details were given. According to Israeli media, his body is still in Gaza. Israel responded to the October 7 attack with a ING campaign and ground offensive that destroyed entire neighborhoods in northern Gaza and spread south. Ground operations now focus on southern city of Khan Younis and the refugee camps in central Gaza. Built from 1948 war surrounding Israel's founding, Israel continues to launch airstrikes in areas under siege, including areas where it has told civilians to take shelter. The Israeli military on Sunday said last week's demolition of a key building at Gaza's Isra University was under investigation, claiming initial findings showed Hamas was using the campus for military purposes. The university said the attack took place weeks after Israeli forces occupied the building. Health Ministry spokesman al-Kidra said the death toll